From translation, Net New English Translation, this 164 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 40-42, Job chapter 40, verses 1 to 24. Then the Lord said to Job, "Do you still want to argue with the Almighty? You are God's critic, but you must give an answer." Then Job answered the Lord, "I am unworthy. How could I reply to you? I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer, twice, but I will say no more." Then the Lord answered Job out of the storm, "Gird up your loins now like a man. I will question you, and you inform me. Would you indeed annul my justice? Would you declare me guilty so that you might be right? Do you have an arm like God's? Can you thunder with a voice like his? Adorn yourself then with majesty and splendor, and clothe yourself with honor and glory. Scatter abroad the overflowing fury of your wrath. Look at everyone who is proud, and bring him low. Look on everyone who is proud, and humble him. Trample down the wicked where they stand. Hide them all in the dust together. Shut their faces into the grave. Then I myself will acknowledge to you that your own right hand can save you. Look now at Behemoth, which I made along with you. It eats grass like an ox. Look now at the strength of its loins, and the power in the muscles of its belly. It makes its tail stiff like a cedar. The sinews of its thighs are tightly woven. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like bars of iron. It ranks first among the works of God. The one who made it has provided it with a sword. Surely the mountains bring it their food, and all the wild animals play there. It lies down under the lotus plants, in the covert of the reeds in the marsh. The lotus plants conceal it in their shadow. The poplars by the stream conceal it. If the river rages, it is not frightened. It is secure, though the Jordan should surge against its mouth. Can anyone capture it while it is on watch, or pierce its nose with a snare? Job chapter 41, verses 1 to 34. Can you pull in Leviathan with a hook, or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose, or pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it make numerous supplications to you? Will it speak to you with tender words? Will it make a covenant with you, so you could take it as your slave for life? Can you play with it like a bird, or tie it up for your girls? Will partners bargain for it? Will they divide it up among the merchants? Can you fill its skin with harpoons, or its head with fishing spears? Lay your hand on it. Think of the battle you will have to fight. You will not do it again. Any hope of capturing it is futile. One would be overwhelmed at the very sight of it. No one is ferocious enough to arouse it. Who then can stand before me? Who has given to me that I should repay him? Everything under all the heaven belongs to me. I will not keep silent concerning its limbs, or its mighty strength, or its graceful frame. Who can strip off its outer garment? Who can penetrate its double coat of armor? Who can open the doors of its mouth? Its teeth all around are terrifying. Its back has rows of shields, shut up tightly as with a seal. Each one is so close to the next that no air can come between them. They lock tightly together, one to the next. They cling together and cannot be separated. Its snorting throws out flashes of light. Its eyes are like the rays of dawn. Out of its mouth go flaming torches. Sparks of fire shoot forth. Smoke streams from its nostrils as from a boiling pot over burning reeds. Its breath kindles coals, and a flame comes out of its mouth. In its neck lodges strength, and dismay dances before it. The folds of its flesh are tightly joined. They are firm on it and cannot be moved. Its heart is as hard as a stone, even as hard as the lower millstone. When it rises up, the mighty are terrified. They retreat before its thrashing. The sword that reaches it will have no effect, nor will the spear or the dart or the javelin. It regards iron as straw and bronze as rotten wood. The arrow cannot make it flee. Slingstones are turned into stubble by it. Clubs are regarded as stubble. It laughs at the rattling of the javelin. Its underparts are the sharp points of potsherds. It spreads out like a threshing sledge on the mire. It makes the deep boil like a cauldron. It stirs up the sea like a pot of ointment. It leaves a glistening wake behind it. One would think the deep had a head of white hair. Nothing on earth is its equal, a creature without fear. It looks down on all who are haughty. It is king over all that are proud. Job chapter 42, verses 1 to 17. Then Job answered the Lord, "I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted. You asked, who is this who darkens counsel without knowledge? But I have spoken without understanding about things beyond me that I did not know. You said, listen and I will speak. I will question you and you will answer me. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes." After the Lord had spoken these words to Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temanite, "I am angry with you and your 2 friends, because you have not spoken of me what is right, as my servant Job has. So now take 7 bulls and 7 rams and go to my servant Job and offer a burnt offering for yourselves. And my servant Job will intercede for you, and I will respect him, so that I do not deal with you according to your folly, because you have not spoken of me what is right, as my servant Job has." So Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, And Zophar the Naamathite went and did as the Lord told them, and the Lord had respect for Job. So the Lord restored the fortunes of Job when he had prayed for his friends. Also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Then all his brothers, his sisters, and all who had known him before came to him, and they dined with him in his house. They consoled him and comforted him for all the adversity the Lord had brought on him, and each one gave him a piece of silver and a gold ring. So the Lord blessed the latter part of Job's life more than his former. He had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys, and he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. The first daughter he named Jemimah, the second Keziah, and the third Keren-Happuch. Nowhere in all the land could women be found who were as beautiful as Job's daughters, and their father granted them an inheritance along with their brothers. After this Job lived 140 years. He saw his children and their children to the 4th generation. And so Job died, old and full of days.